Y'all, it's Deb Halfridge, hashtag Redhead is She-Hulk. I'm the founder of hashtag Wellbeing Philosophy. It's Valentine's Day 2022. I'm listening to Tuning Forks. This is the
now pain down the left calf and left ankle.
Okay, I wasn't expecting this. I lost the phone. I just wanted to turn it off. The phone had went someplace of its own accord, so you can hear some more of the tones. This is the psoas muscle, part 3. And guess what? I just discovered, I solved a mystery. Of how to not get concerned when you lose your train of thought, especially when you thought you just did something incredibly world evolving. You see, the phone is usually right here in a place where it's on the shoulder rest of the vehicle. But it had fallen down into the seat and was covered by this, that, and the other thing. So in fiddling around trying to find it and being like, where is it? It's ruining my shot, my video, my audio recording in the pitch dark of like 6:20 p.m. Napa County, Valentine's Day 2022. And you know, the pressure came on. Oh my God, yeah, this great thing. But you know, I somatically figured out what the memory was by tapping my phone, and I couldn't remember the word for where it is. It's you know, I'm in my car. Been homeless for 10 months. It's on the shoulder rest of the passenger seat. I can just sit my tuning fork phone right there and listen, and great audio. But in having trouble with the word shoulder rest, shoulder brought me back to my own shoulder. So I'm sitting here enjoying a cannabis created body high. And I was playing with my shoulders, and I was playing with, you know, this is the recording on the psoas, so I was just getting comfortable. I sort of reclined the chair, and I was getting my everything aligned, right? I'm sort of on an incline, and then I have to hop up, you know, into the trooper. Getting myself aligned, and it was just the most incredible feeling of pleasure as I was just orienting my body back to make sure, you know, from my butt's in the chair, and then what do I need to do to make sure there's no crease in the top of my thighs, and then my knees adjusted and my ankles adjusted, and then up to my shoulders adjusted. We should be doing this a lot, like taking into our posture and going, oh, well, no, I'm catching myself leaning to the right, bring it back, and then like the whole body chain, the entire kinetic chain of, you know, everything connected to everything sort of reorients itself. And in that pleasure, I realized, see, this is how cannabis solves pain. What it does is it connects the movement of all of your body structures through a secret of the proprietary philosophical hypothesis of bioelectricity that I can't let you in on until somebody pays me. I can't have a home over my head. There's a crucial component that I really don't talk about in public. You gotta be crazy on my kinetic chain to keep up with me about any of this. Really, truly, I know nobody's keeping up with me. It's hard. It's hard. But this what I can't give you the mechanism. I mean, I know precisely how it works physiologically. Just can't tell you. But I can tell you the so I ingest cannabis. I don't know if the inhaling produces the body effect. I've got a piece of data here and there. The people, the prized body high, as though it doesn't come all the time. People would be smoking. Someone who was really like addicted to smoke for anxiety and all kinds of things. Addicted enough to be getting it daily in a non-legal state. But the body highs were prized and elusive to that person. Now, maybe again, it's just the differences in what they were going through and what I was going through. I don't know. I need more data. That's all the problem. I'm putting this stuff on LinkedIn. I'm trying to find people to talk to because I want more data. I need more of these anecdotal snippets to build into my theory of everything. So, cannabis relieves pain by making the signaling of micro adjustments in the body occur. Now, this doesn't mean you can't go into all of the biochemistry and everything, but I'm telling you, the biochemistry doesn't explain why you're not having pain. You got all the feel-good chemicals, and they tell you these things, but what serotonin means I don't feel pain? No, it really doesn't. I mean, it's part of the whole complexity of the signaling but it's just what's happening. You're talking biochemistry is you're talking in the hundreds, right? You're talking about cents, as in literally CENTS. And what I'm talking about with cannabis and bioelectricity is at the whole dollar level, the whole person level. So, the whole 47 cents is nothing concept, but 51 cents is your whole dollar. In those kind of scenarios, right? And that's not, you can't go into a store, you don't kind of get that. You do that on your taxes. But you can't go into any store and be like, all right, it's 47 cents, I'm going to just give you the dollar. Now, they make it all up in the 99s and everything. Why do they do that? Why do we need to keep milling pennies? I mean, everything costs like so much. But it's this obsession with the mechanistic medicine man of whiteness. And they gotta have all of this precision in their measurements because they don't have no creative thoughts. They don't know how to value creative thoughts. So they repress their own creative thoughts. And that has brought rampant dehumanization to so many people, so many precious, valuable people who are all kinds of creative. Change this world so quickly. It's a massive movement. So yeah, cannabis and bioelectricity just is a major, major stroke of insight. What's happening to cause cannabis to so reliably relieve pain is a series of micro movements, adjusting yourself back to the template. Oh, and let me not forget the morphic field, because see, it's happening so at that high level. But the reason that stops the pain isn't just the movement per se. It can be, and sometimes, and especially in my own situation where, living in my car, I'm sitting in my car, or I'm sitting in the library. I mean, that's basically it. Zanzi and I walk. There's just not good grass around the Napa Library, so we don't really walk that much. We go to our favorite rosemary hedge, and I massage the rosemary hedge. That's always a fun thing to do. That's about, we walk a couple blocks to the rosemary hedge. Actually, it's 3. I give myself credit where credit means I'm still basically immobile. And look at the morbidly obese person taking the piss out of herself. Mm-hmm. Yes, we should move more. No, I don't know where to move. There's not places that my autistic sensory overwhelm wants to go to in a reasonable, walkable distance that I know of. So, and there's so much construction, and there's all these smokers walking around. This morning, I went to the bodega. Whew! I almost had a meltdown. I really almost had a meltdown. Construction. I had to pick construction on one corner. The other corner is like like the sidewalk is just completely dug out. Like you had to walk in the street to get around it. And as exact timing as I'm walking up, what comes up is a garbage truck. And then I'm like, oh my God, no. But then instead of, I quicked around the corner, right? So I wasn't literally in its, lane, and but at least it'd go past me. And then nope, it turned the corner. It walked down the same side street I was walking down. Oh, more garbage truck. Oh, it was horrific. Oh, and that happened right after somebody just walked out their house, like blowing their own leaf blower. It's all of this bioelectrical assault from our environment. So again, I know. So once I remember just the overall proof that I've just done, I remembered the really important bit: morphic fields. And I'm so certain you can't piece these things together. I can be all honest about it. Think about what I was saying about cannabis relieving pain for all these conditions and so reliably, and then having movement happen, and then clearly it's morphic fields. Really responsible. What does cannabis do as a plant that gets you into an altered state of consciousness? You become better at transducing the morphic fields of consciousness. All right, harmony, y'all.